Alright, welcome back to One King is Enough. Why am I not moving around? Hello? WC? Oh, I'm trying to use WC to move like we're playing the other game, Super Fantasy Kingdom. Nope, this game gotta use the mouse. Brain, work better. Also, there are big changes coming to the game, and I mean big changes. I'm gonna put them on screen for a second. You'll have to pause for read. It'll be on here only quickly. Wait for it. Come on, there it is. Pause to read, and it's gone. You can rewind and pause to read if you want to you can catch in time. But I'm gonna go over it. So basically, let me make sure it's like on screen there properly. Sorry, I'll pause the video and tab out for a second. They're removing the bank. So apparently I'm not the only one who thinks the bank is just, worthless. And they're going to nerf the tower in Baljuna to make the tower build weaker, which makes sense. It's crazy strong right now. They're nerfing Clothing Store and Casino, which are the current two best. I need to get to another house out here. Actually, doing pretty well at the start here. Good start for us. Because we got a bell and this. But they're nerfing Clothing Store Casino because apparently they think I guess the income is too strong, which I don't love seeing economy nerfed in my personal opinion. But then again, good money for you over there. I do see the RNG is always hitting that. There it goes. I've had quite a few runs where because the new chests that add money, you don't give them the first round, I don't think, or at least not very often, but beyond that, it does feel like there's quite a few rounds, round 3, I've played all my cards and there's a minute left, which means because of the addition of extra economy from the chests, I can see the point of reducing other economy. Windmill from red, okay. So I kind of get trying to balance the economy. I personally would prefer to see the chests nerfed a bit, but, well, maybe this will... They just got to try things. It's demo, right? They built the magic lab, which makes sense because it didn't really give you very many magic points. And when a building is destroyed, I'll go to the next 2 points. Those are the bigger points. Those other things removing the bank, maybe they'll bring it back with reworking. I feel like the idea of the bank is good. You just need to have a better iteration of it. Second place is good for us. Who got first? I wasn't paying attention. Busy talking about the patch notes. What build am I even going for here? I got my rerolls, got units, got Gambo economy. Let's go for, you know what? Let's go for the tower build before it gets nerfed, right? One last hurrah for the tower build. And you'll need units to do that, so I'll take this. And there it is. Enjoy the strength. And the other tower cards, magic get nerfed. We probably need material storage, but let's make sure we get this and get the tower build one last hurrah before it gets nerfed. Not sure how much will get nerfed. We get 100 gold there. Okay. It's weird how it's rewarding you for getting first, second, punch you for third and fourth. Current meta, but we'll see. Okay, so when a building is destroyed, it will no longer return to the bank for the rest of the round. That's a big change. And the reason they're giving for it, which makes sense, is I'm late in thinking about this, but it's a bit disappointing when a 200-point Baljuna you just destroyed returns so quickly. That makes sense. That makes sense from dealing with opponent's perspective of I've also had a round where somebody had a tower build and some guy had a decoy, and I managed to destroy it and get myself near his base. And I have every 2 seconds decoy back, decoy back, decoy back, and my tower just kept shooting the decoy, and just there was nothing I could do. Even though I was doing good and destroying his decoy constantly, it just didn't matter. So, I want to save it for this here. I think from fighting an enemy perspective, that makes sense. But on the other hand, from a player perspective, it's gonna suck having some of your buildings get destroyed and you can just never rebuild them. But maybe it's one of these things where we're just gonna have to try it and see. Because it's one of these things where the idea of I can destroy their building and it just doesn't come back sounds very nice. The idea of my buildings just getting destroyed and never coming back sounds kind of gross. Maybe we should put down a tea house or something, but I'm hoping to get some money real quick here. I'll probably, maybe we can get this in time. Give me some money where I want it. Probably here. No, not enough upkeep. Okay. So that's one of these things where we'll have to try and see. We'll just have to try and see, and it works however it works. Come on. Just want this out. Should I put it over here? Yeah. Over there. Good. And you guys hit that for me. Boom. Great. And I should probably check the book out to get some more money. I'll keep going down because you're shooting down these things from me. Come on, towers, value. Maybe I should put it over here, I don't know. And the third point is that runs at, this is another really big change. I mean, that point I just went over, building destroys not coming back, that's a big change. It means if this gets destroyed, I would never get it back in the future update here. Maybe more rerolls is good to have. And then the next change, runs that lose in the final battle will now be registered in the matching data. That's huge. Because what that means is currently, every build you're facing is somebody that won their run. That's not how PvP games usually work. Not at all. Third, second? Second. Good. Take that. King Zuma. Cool name. So, that's just making it more... Like, the guys had like a weird PvP matching system from the get-go. I will take a tower. Try the tower, build up one last go. Large house, need units to trigger it, right? A wall is good, but also we like the flag. I've got book for lots of rerolls. Give me a wall. And, save large house. Put you out. Roll for economy. Economy! Sorry, mute the mic, I'll clear my throat a bit there. Alright, so, and I guess that's like the most of it. So, the card changes, removing the bank is fine because I never use it. I'd like to see it come back with a more like, I don't know what you could do to make the bank actually like more useful. Apparently some people think it is useful, but the fact that I've played the game this much, I'm personally like, this card, why would I ever want this? Is a good sign that perhaps it needs to be made. Because cards need to not be something that like, oh, only the veterans can see the value of this. It needs to be something that like, even somebody who's fresh to the game can see like, oh yeah, this card's value. I put down the tea house, I get 5 gold every time it gets hit. Oh, I put down the bank, and I gain 5% more income on my other hits. Or something like that. You know, something simple like that where like even a beginner can see like, oh yeah, this has value. That's kind of important. I could wall... Yeah, I can't wall you off because that little... There, maybe. Book down for more rerolls. Sure, and you can destroy that for all I care. Got tower build over there as well. What if I gave you this to shoot instead of my tiles, right? Yeah, I mean, you've got the range hit anyways, okay. Do I have to roll here? Get my tea house down first. Actually, I gotta roll for cheaper units because, well, time's getting low. I need more dudes bounce around, really. But yeah, it's very gonna be... Oh, keep in mind, this is just something they post in like the public part of their Discord. Anybody can see that's in their Discord. But they might change it for all we know. You know, developers have been known to like, we're gonna do this, and then like they tried, like, maybe not. So it might get rolled back. Who knows? Put a tower here. We can get some value in that. It's like a bit of delay between what gets put down when they actually kind of like hit it. Come on, boys. Hit my tower. Hit my tower. Save up for apartment. Roll for more units. Something cheaper. Maybe this. Maybe a house actually. Plus a large house. Large house over here. Over here. More dudes out there to hopefully. Let's just get... I don't need the money right now. Get these out of the way so they're like not bouncing back so much. I need them to go hit that tower and get some hits, really. Go get some pressure out there. Come on, hit my tower. He loves hitting this tower right here. Come on, yeah. Get that tower some value. Be great. Thank you. Squeeze out another house real quick over here. Okay, so we can do some value. Might get squeeze out third place here all of a sudden. This guy's got a... He's getting that tower built out quick. I need more economy, right? He's got the monks. This probably help him a lot. I mean, yeah, he's kind of rough. Kind of rough with it. How we got? Fourth, third? I'll take third. Get scrap a card. Get rid of that. Get rid of a card. Maybe a tea house or a house, perhaps. Tea house is fine. Armory, we'll need that for the build. Need some. It'd be great if the game offered me some economy cards. This perfect. Hunting Lodge, great. Love it. I do want the building range, but just having more bullets would be nice. My economy is just not great though, and we get no chests, so that's kind of gross. Put down you right here, I guess. Bank getting removed. I'd like to see it. I like the concept of the bank card being a legendary and just have it be something like, just make it, bring it back and make it better, right? Temporarily removing it's fine if you're gonna come back with a better version. I'm cool with that. Let's get this out here. And nerfing Tower and Ball Juno seems fine because they're stupid overpowered right now. Clothing store and casino. nerfing those. I don't like the direction of all the economy getting nerfed, but I think with the chests giving you, like... If he nerfs the clothing store casino in this patch, and then in the next patch he makes it so that everybody starts with a chest every round with like 100 gold, and then, oh, this guy's 3 rounds ahead of me, he gets an extra however much gold because of that on top of 100. I'm fine with the nerfing of the clothing store casino, but the notion that, like, you know, I'm starting with no chests because I got 3rd last round, and they start with chests having 300 gold, and they have a huge advantage in the early game, which is way stronger than me having less rounds. That needs, you know, that needs work and whatnot. Tower. I can put this over. You guys love hitting over here, so I want you to put that right there. Keep them off of my case. We can make some money off of that as we hit that right. I'll take that. Give me another tea house over here, maybe. Magic lab buff is fine. So all those, like, those are all things that can be, like, easily rolled back if, you know, they're not quite what we're looking for. The buildings being destroyed is going to be an interesting one. So maybe a way to offset the fact that you can't get buildings back is maybe, like, give more demolishes. Could be interesting. Let's get more demolishes back. If I can keep you off my case, that'd be kind of good over there. Let's get, I'd like to have my, you know, get my rolls back. Did I wall somewhere? I could wall you off. So you got a lot of units, and just keep you from ever coming my way. Protects me over there. Get some, over 2 towers. I won't have much time to get a ton of value, really. Just having a few more guys bounce around likely gives us more value. There we are. Yeah, it's going to be interesting not being able to get buildings back. I can definitely see, like, the point of it from, like, you know, you want to be able to, like, destroy their stuff and not have them not get it back. I guess as a player, it's just going to be all the more pressure on, like, don't lose your buildings. It's going to be very, very important to not lose your buildings. Which is pretty manageable and doable as long as you're not dealing with, like... I mean, right now, like, I'm having no threat of losing my stuff, because right now, luckily, nothing, like, oppressive is dealing with me. So maybe the removing buildings might be fine. We're going to have to try and see on that, frankly. And the third change of runs that lose in the final battle will not be registered in the matching data. I think that's fantastic. I think that should have always been the case. You have a house here. It's absurd that you only face people that are winning. And the reason why that's absurd is because... hold on, let me get stuff I want here. We have tons of units. I need some economy stuff offered. Tall tower, sure. Bell, I guess could kind of work for economy. Let's go ahead and start here. No chest again. What's the point of adding chests to the game if the player never gets them? Just gonna roll here. Tea house. What's the point of adding chests to the game if the player never gets them? Now this guy over here gets an advantage on me at the start. So do you. So do you. Now if my deck's farther along, maybe it bounces out, but if they get too much money too fast, it doesn't bounce out. I still think it saddens me to see that they're not working on the chess like they're not touching up the chess mechanic this patch, but I think they might have seen my video freaking out how about the game is just like in a really rough state right now. And they're like, you know what, he's right, let's do a quick patch to nerf the towers. And then he's also tossing other things that he happen to be working at the same time that are ready. And then maybe the chest, like, tweaking the chest system will come later. I'm saving for this, it'd be nice. Be good value there. Give me some money, boys. Thank you. There we are. Gonna roll again. Get more, money-making stuff out here if I can. This house as well. More dudes. But yeah, because basically the concept of, like, the way it's been currently apparently is you only face people that have won their runs. Like, this guy won his run, this guy won his run, this guy won his run. These are, the way the game works, these are decks that human players played in the past. You know, the cards they use in their runs. They're controlled by bots as I play them right now. That's how the game works. It's called asynchronous PvP if you're unaware of how it works. I explain that because some people just don't know. Every video is somebody's first video. And so all these guys, these players in the past, they won their runs. Every single one of them won their run. Let's do a little tower. Maybe here. Little tower there. Let's make some money off of it. So every one of these players won their runs. I can even do one of these. There we are. So every single one of these players won their runs in their past. And the reason why that becomes problematic is because as people play the game more and more and more, the people who like no life the game, like no offense, people no life in the game, but like that's just what people do in all video games. A lot of people just pick one game and just that's their game and they play the heck out of that game. Just what people do. And well, what'll happen is, you know, there'll be a small handful of people that just play the game a lot, and their builds will get better and better, more impressive. And as you rank up farther up the ranks, you will eventually get to the point where what you face will always be god builds. That's just like as you get to the higher echelons, everything you face will always be a god build and nothing else, which is which forces you to always play meta builds. You can never go off meta, which that's true of a lot of PvP games. Like, you know, you got like your high rank, you always face the other high rank players, the sweaty stuff. But like in regular PvP games, like if you go play Call of Duty, you know, you're let's say you're doing a battle royale, and you're playing sweaty, and there's other guys playing sweaty. The sweaty guy you play against, he might have lost his last couple of matches, even though he's really good. You know, that's not the best example because of the battle royale game. Let's do. I'll try. You're not great, frankly. But whatever. I mean, I still need economy, right? Game would ever offer me some. Training center, turn my guys into monks would be good. I think the Call of Duty is not a good example because it's a battle royale game. Get the spacious house out. Be okay to get some more dudes out real quick. You got chest. You got chest. Balloon, I don't. Blue didn't have one, did he? No. All right. What's a good example? What's a good example of... I want to put the book down now. I need to get more eco out. Would be nice. TS, there we go. Actually, I want to have my guys become monks when they hit that is beautiful. That's a great change, by the way. Great change the game. Put tea house over here. And... What's a good way to explain it? It's like, because you would think, like, oh, everybody who plays, it's a winning, every deck you play is a winning deck. Well, if you're new to the game, or you're a casual player, you'll just be at the lower ranks. I think that whole notion relies very heavily on a ranking system that works very well. And I don't think we have rankings that also might require, it either requires like a better ranking system, which I don't think we have. The ranking system here is very basic. If you win, you gain 5 points. If you lose 5 points, no matter what happens. I'm not sure that's like sophisticated enough for a ranking system, but even that is okay. I think a proper ranking system is also contingent upon having like a player base, sorry if I'm like there, of a sufficient large size. I'm not entirely sure, I'm not 100% expert on this, how like, you know, creating effective ranking systems works and whatnot, but let's do this over here. Could be wrong. Let's do a wall. I want to block off. I could block red off a fair bit from you over here. I don't know. It just seems like if you have enemies that... Okay, I should have walled over here. That are like breaking... Yeah, we're too stuck over here. I need to get the money for this tall tower. Put over here, I think. Get some more range, put down some... Would be nice. My guys are loving it over there in no man's land. Give me this tall tower. Maybe right here would be pretty decent for us. They seem to like bounce around in there. You guys want to go hit that? That'd be great. Fend that back up a little bit. Recover some of that territory. That's good. Alright, it's a bit better for us. There we go. There we go. Nice. But yeah, so basically, if I send in... There we go. I'm trying to play the game at the same time as, like, give me a round where we're easily dunking on our opponents so I can actually, like, focus my commentary. Right now, I'm just kind of have to, like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I can't focus on my train of thought while also playing a round that we're kind of, like, we're having a rough time all of a sudden. We're having a very rough time all of a sudden. I need more economy buildings out, so I really need. We're going to lose that tower down there. I'm still doing okay in the board. Red, I think, is doing way worse than we are. Those cards going back in the deck, don't get used to that. That's going away in the next update. Give me another house out here. Be great. More pressure. caravans will be far less useful because they'll get destroyed and go back, unless they don't count as buildings. Might get pushed down to 4th place here. The 4 tower, not a deal. Oh yeah, look at his... I need to get bells. I should have grabbed a bell. Yeah, his build's cooking. I need more range. Also, his castle's in a way better position. You want your castle back, not on the front line like this. Frontline castle's terrible. That's just very bad. That's just very poor luck for us, frankly. We just take the 4th place here, I think, unless Red has a really rough match here. My guys come actually... Like, look at this. Look at all of this. Look at this uselessness. Absolute uselessness. Maybe, like, when your castle's front line, eco in the far back, so when they do this, they actually get some value? I don't know what to do with these scenarios where, like, he just has a better spawn point. The bell's helping, too. Got 3rd, I'll take it. What's the best way to explain what I'm trying to say here? It's so hard to have a coherent line of commentary when you're, like, playing a complicated game, right? I'm gonna get rid of... Gotta roll until I get one of my comments. Save the tea house because I don't have any economy buildings. Tall tower, I'll take it. Destroy myself in towers. Long wall, I'll take it. Although with 2 tower built components, maybe not that useful actually to have one of those. Roll here. More range. Oh, give me a bell. Oh, the hunting lodge a bit better actually. I clicked for it and looked at it. I saw a bell and clicked. Hunting lodge would have been some nice money. Tea house over here. Well, let's put my economy back here, that way you guys actually have stuff to hit back here, because you're gonna just love it back there, aren't you? Roll here. Another tea house. Maybe over here, in case we get pressured over here. I'll lose my economy from attacks. But yeah, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And I get none. How's that fair? It's not. That's the answer there. Give me a house over here. So basically, the current version is you're only placing people that have 1. You're only placing people that have 1. And let's put it this way: when you play most PvP games, you get random players, and there's usually going to be, like, if I go to like, here's how fix the Call of Duty example. If you go to play, not that I play, but I've seen other people play it, right? You go to play a Call of Duty Battle Royale, there will be people in there that are bad. You'll have, like, there'll be some good people and some better players, but, like, you're usually going to play somebody who's kind of, you know, plays like a bit of a bot. You know, just not the best player at the game. I should, like, play my bell situation better. That's just how it is. Now, put you over here for, like, a little bit of safety. Oh, maybe, over here against you, because I don't trust you. Let's go with that space house next. So, basically, I mean, let's actually... Oh, sorry, I'm all over the place. I should have, like, tried to, suss this thought out a bit more before making the video here, but whatever. Thinking on the fly. We got time. Gives me something to talk about. Basically, when you play a PvP game, regardless of what type of PvP game it is, if you're placing somebody who's better at the game than you and has better luck than you, you're just gonna lose, you know? If I play against Magnus Carlsen in a game of chess, I will lose unless he has, like, a brain aneurysm and, like, passes out. Like, the guy is just, like, he's literally the best in the world at chess. I'll never beat him at chess unless he literally has something that happens to him, something happened to him that's really, really unlucky. Like, somebody's, like, walking up behind him and just, like, punching him in the stomach, over, like, at the side of the stomach over and over again, and he's just in so much pain he can't focus on the game of chess and he loses. Like, that's literally what it would take for me to beat Magnus Carlsen in a game of chess, which would be horrible hit for him, and I would obviously feel horrible about it as well, but, like, from, like, oh, I managed to beat, super lucky, I beat him, like, you know, oh, windmill, got blocked that off, you know. I think we're happy this little section over here would be fine. Put down a house, maybe. So, basically, if you win in a game of chess, or, like, any PvP game, it comes down to, like, it really comes down to luck. Because, I mean, it's obviously skill, but, like, whether or not you're facing somebody, whether or not, like, the game randomly pairs you with somebody who is better at the game than you, or not, well, that's just like RNG. That's like luck, you know? When I booted play a game on chess, let's say there was no ranking system on chess.com. Let's say I booted play a game of chess, and look at this guy going crazy over here. I should block this off, huh? Get this down sooner rather than later. Be nice. Oh, there goes the bell. Not that I need the money there anymore. If you could stop with the siege is gross. Give you something else to hit over there, I guess. Now I draw this. Alright, so red's got siege, so my walls don't really mean much. Is good to know. Man, he's got a lot of units. He's got siege. Yikes. So walling red is pointless. Good to know. Got second still. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Keep it going. Treasure map doesn't affect my current thing. Barracks for... Nah, I got tons of units. Another bell could be good, because they activate towers and economy. One way could sometimes be useful. I might take that. You know, if he's pushing me, I can push him back. Well, you use Ball June before it's nerfed again, right? If I can get it. Statue of Baljuna? Come on. Valkyrie. This is crazy bad luck. There it is. Before it gets nerfed. And we begin. Much better spawn point for us here. Hunting knowledge down while we have it. For some units, I think. But yeah, so like any PvP game you play, RNG will sometimes give you players that are worse than you, either because they're bad at you, or they had worse luck than you. Like, that's literally how you win in PvP games. You play, you either, you know, beginner's luck, he got super lucky, even though he doesn't know the game. You know, that beginner saying, like, a beginner beats a veteran just because the beginner had amazing luck, and, you know, even a beginner can beat a poker expert in a game of poker if the beginner has incredible luck, and the expert, you know, the poker pro, just like, you know, if you draw a full house every hand, and the poker pro gets, you know, a single pair every hand, and he's, you know, the beginner just refuses to get bluffed, right? Because the beginners never drop like full to full house, right? Those who know poker. I used to play that with my family when I was a kid, growing up for fun. Just that bad habits they teach us as a kid. Don't gamble. Play video games that like have RNG in them if you want to gamble, because you don't lose any money, right? You'll lose money if you gamble. Don't do it. Enough about that. But like, get your game in here with this game. But you know, luck and skill are both the factors, and the way you get wins in anything that is like, you know, PvP effectively is just getting better. Like, you either need to outluck your opponent, outskill them, and not get outlucked yourself, or both. It's this weird combination of like luck and skill. Now, if you play a game where it's designed that your opponents, they win every time, you're only facing people who had great luck. So you'll be facing, if the ranking system works properly, you'll be facing people of equal skill. If the ranking system works properly, you'll be facing people of equal skill, but your opponents will be the ones that had great luck. Because in the current system, before this patch will come in the future, I think tomorrow or something like that, the current system is you only face people who have had like the best of luck. And oh, something bounce off that. I want to get some tiles over there. So if the ranking system is designed that, okay, you'll face people who are of the same skill as you, so you should be equal on skill if the ranking system works properly. You know, big if in games, but like, you know, if it theoretically, if it did. Windmill might be good nowadays. I need an armory somewhere. Get this gone. You here. If we can reach it, that'd be good. The siege tower guy's just gonna destroy it. I forgot. The luck you got. I mean, you got a couple dice, but still, first shot is crazy. Put it down again. Siege is gonna be a nuisance, isn't it? Bro! Stop one-shotting my stuff! What's your luck right now? What is your luck right now? Doesn't track the luck for these guys. I can't do anything against him, man. I can't... I guess... Do I need windmills? I need a windmill to blow his guys back. Because I can't wall him. I can't tower defense him. There's nothing I can do to block this guy away from me. Let's have more towers. Have more guys hitting towers. Have more range. Something. Helps the guys actually hit the darn towers. I mean, armory. More hits on the towers. Come on, stop killing my towers, please. Fair, he got stupid lucky, I think. The fact that he just, like, two-shot a couple of my buildings is kind of crazy, right? There we go. Now we're getting pushed back a bit. Yeah. He's got really lucky. He's got, like... With 2 dice, 3 dice, he only has, like, a 15%, 20% chance max to hit it, and he got it right away. So that was just strong luck for him, frankly. Need to hit these towers more, right? So basically, in the old system, we're doing great. In the current system, you are always going to be facing people who, you know, if the ranking system worked properly, which I'm not sure it does, are of equal skill of you, and have, typically speaking, are going to be having better luck than you because it's filtering out the people that have bad luck. That's... Sorry, I took my brain so long to get there, but like that's long and short. The current system filters out people that had unlucky matches, and you're only facing people that had lucky matches, that won their runs. And as the meta progresses further and further, I can't afford to spend all these rerolls here. What do I want to get rid of here? Something junky. There we go, I guess. Luckily I didn't take too many rolls to get that pop up. Another bell. Give me the windmill for red, actually, be strong. Clothing store or Bell? Bell hits economy as well, and my towers. I think Bell. Fishing boat, roll here. Oh, building range, nice. Yeah, we take that. Do need more economy buildings. Luckily, the tower build's pretty affordable, though. Build economy back there. Hunting lodge, while I still have it, be good. I don't want to roll all the way back to get it again. Tea house can go here. Maybe I could put a bell here and eco around here. I'll put a windmill over here somewhere. Turn them into monks at some point would be good. Thinking the bell down first. The bell here will hit that sometimes, which is a waste. But, I mean, it's just... I should put that up first, but whatever. You want to put the bell so it only hits stuff. Once I increase the range of it, it's going to hit useless buildings anyways. I really think the bell, it should... activate buildings within 2 space that have the on-activate ability. This notion that I have to, like, plot my situation out so the bell doesn't hit these, and then when I increase the range of it with the building thing, it will hit all these useless buildings. I think that's a bit silly. That's a bit silly. Back here, money. Get the armory down, give it more hits. I think getting a tea house and a train center down first is probably more valuable. But basically, before, in the past... You face people that are, put you maybe here. You face people in the past, or like in the current state of things, you face people that are, that got lucky. And as the player base gets better and better, and, because I assume the ranking system's not really working quite fully properly, I feel like you just end up in a situation where, like, to get a win, you need a god run. And it, like, as the meta gets more and more competitive and people get better and better at the game, you just more and more need just god runs to stay viable in the slightest. And it gets to the point where, like, you can't win unless you had, like, amazing luck. Which is not really a great player experience. People don't really play PvP games because they want to, like, alright, I will only win if I get super lucky. That's not really why people play PvP games. For the most part, people play PvP... I think the developer understands that. People play PvP games because they want to, feel like they have skill expression. They want to win because they feel like they played well. They want to win because they feel like they outplayed their opponents, not because they just finally got lucky. Alright, I finally got lucky, let's go. Like, that's not really what drives PvP players. And I think the developer understands that. Save it for you, I think, maybe? I've got time, I can put down this. Actually, I'm getting pressured. Need the large house more units. I need you. Go back here, I guess. So, I think the whole idea of the developer making it so that you can actually put people that lost their runs in there makes it feel more fair. It's a fairness thing, because why are my opponents? Why are their unlucky matches filtered out against me? But I have to suffer through my, like, it's like it's a fairness thing. Let me put this over here. I feel be good. It's simply a fair. Don't you destroy it. Luckily, I got 2. Bro, kidding me with this guy's build. To put a wall down here to allow me, gives you something to shoot other my stuff. Put a wall inside your territory. How about that? Give me another over here to protect against you a bit more. I'd love to not spawn next to red. Would be great. Would be a big fan. Also, I'd love you pressure me more, but not with your tower. Make my life tough here. Give me an armory, so more shots from these things. If you could stop trying to siege down my buildings, I'd love that. So I guess at a core essence, it really just comes down to a fairness thing. Why is it fair that when I play the game, I have to suffer through all my bad luck, but the opponents that I'm facing in real time don't? From a feel perspective, we understand that, like, for these guys also had to play a bunch of rounds to get these god builds. But from a player perspective, that doesn't matter. Like, oh yeah, I know that they had to do this. Like, from what am I experiencing? What am I feeling as I play every round? What I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing is everybody I'm facing against has a god build, and I'm only getting god build like once every 3 rounds or every 4 rounds, and my, you know, it doesn't feel good. That's, oh yeah, jump ramp, nice. The most important thing about a game is that it's fun, and it needs to, like, if it's a PvP game, it needs to feel fair. It needs to feel fair. It needs to feel like if I lost, it's a loss that was deserved because the other person outplayed me. Not because the other person is just guaranteed to always have better luck than me. Or guaranteed to have better luck than me like 80% of the time. So that's the core essence. I'm not sure if I explained it well enough. Another jump ramp. I'm not opposed to another one, honestly. Let me rare card chance roll down. That's good. Intelligence Bureau ain't what it used to be because you can just see down my stuff. Decoy is not terrible. Decoy is going to be a lot less valuable once destroyed buildings don't come back to your hand unless it doesn't count as a building because it moves around, right? But I could go for like some kind of like range thing. I feel like range would be nice. Burn through my stuff. Golden Cow, Quarry. Why am I not getting... Wait, these are rare cards, not boost cards. Alright, money. That's really worth it. All those re-rolls. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm going in circles here. Now, the thing about me going in circles here, I do feel like I'm thinking out loud and figuring out as I go, which I get is like, some people like, it's annoying, spit it out, but like, I don't really have anything else to talk about right now in the game for the most part, so it's either this or I'm dead silent. Also, I should talk about what happened in the last video. The last video, my vibes were like a bit off, a bit of venting, a bit of complaining, blah, 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 you know, like, and that's something I do on my channel sometimes, is I vent and I complain. I've known for a long time that people don't, there's a certain percentage of viewers, I don't know, it is like 5-10%, something like that, I don't know, that just, they don't like it. Bell here would be pretty good. They don't like venting or whining, complaining. They don't like meta talk about talking about views or behind the scenes stuff. They come to gaming channels to escape all that stuff. They just want to hear a grown man talk about video game and nothing else. Which, like, that's fine, I get it. You like what you like. But, that's not who I am. Like, I sometimes do that, but sometimes I also talk about other things. And, you know, and it can be as simple as just like complaining about a video game. Like, it can be as simple as like I played video game and had bad time in that particular match of video game, and I complained about video game, and they're not loving it. This tower, your range is going to here. So if I put you here, you should be safe, but I don't trust blue any farther than I can throw them. I'm going to put you over here for a bit more cautious. I need to roll for a combi, but I'm so low on rolls, I'm hesitant to do so, but I need to. I could do a bell here to hit this. Or bell here, just, I mean, yeah, I think bell over here hits the castle, right? Maybe here, actually. I think the corners get hit a lot less. Somebody told me putting the boat here is actually worse than putting a boat here, even though the boat gets more money here because the corner just gets hit a lot less than, like, the sides or whatever. Jump prep might be nice. But yeah, in the last video, basically, I, my vibes were off. You know, from like people who are like, for people who are fussy about vibes. Some people enjoy the complaining and the commentary because the venting, because while like the energy might not be what they like, sometimes I'm bringing up interesting points or making valid points, or you know, people just like what they like. I need this jump ramp. Honestly, I need it here just to get my guys to the front line. That range just seems crazy. My economy needs more work. I need more people out, really. I need you to turn my guys into monks so we can double tap things. Would be nice. Only for 10 seconds each, but that adds up. If you could double tap that, look at that value on the double tap. That's good value. That's good value. Oh, I feel like I need another tower. Yeah, another tower. Frankly, kind of in a similar area. You guys are really... In case we get that knocked down, I need back here. I need some range. I need the lighthouse, maybe right here. My economy is just not strong enough yet. I need dice, more gamba. Also, the bots start with bonus gold here. We don't. Also, we're facing god builds every round. Or we're facing builds that won their round every round, which at this point in the meta is usually going to be god builds. I need more range of my stuff. It'd be nice. More... I mean, frankly, I need more guys on the board. I only have the one house down. That's part of my problem, right? But yeah. Every like, to get this build, this person probably lost like 4 or 5 times. But yeah, I've already talked about that. You get that. So like, so I had my vibes were off, and like 3 of the first 4 or 5 comments I got in that video were people just like, leaving unkind comments. Let's just, to put it gently, upset about like the venting or whatever. Which I get it. Like, basically what's going on is like people complain when they experience things they don't like. I experienced something in the game I didn't like, I complained. They watched the video, and they experienced something they didn't like, me complaining. So, my complaining triggers their complaining. It's, like, I get it, it's normal. But it's still not fun for me to, like, go to my comment section and see, well, delete that video, or don't complain. I just... For somebody who plays, like, asking somebody who plays PvP games, including this one, to, like, not complain about meta and stuff like that is just, like, it's unreasonable. Like... I think these people that are like complaining about are people that are usually accustomed to watching people that play single-player games, where like, for PvP games, complaining is kind of normal. For single-player games, complaining is kind of like, you know, tut-tut, right? We're kind of pushing back a little bit. You guys are kind of strong, though. I need a little bit of this over here to trigger my tower a bit. Have a wall to attack down there and keep them busy a bit. Be nice to get some money and put this out real quick. Love that. Come on. Nice. A few more rerolls. Do we scrape out a second, third here? I need to put down more units. Not bad. We take it. But basically, I just like, you know what? I've been doing this for years, where anytime I dare to have like 1 out of 10 videos or I complain a bit too much, I do need... I mean, this is nice. I've already got quite a few, though. I gotta take it, though. Monastery, nice. It's more... That's like way more valuable units. Armor, you gotta take it. Economy's gonna be tough, but, well... we'll spam with more units, I guess. More units. I think Fortune Telling Hall first, although I think the tea house does maybe pay out faster, I'm not sure. Put it over... I don't know, here. I need a bomb to blow up the water or something nice, but haven't drawn one yet, I don't think. And, yeah, so basically, it's like I got a point where, like, I'm just done this. I paused the comments in the video, and I pinned a comment there explaining why, and I made a community post explaining as well, for people that, like, already watched it and didn't see the pinned comment, whatever, just put that there, just kind of going over it. Just being like, you know what, I'm done with, like, this whole notion of, like, I'm not allowed to complain in videos. I've deleted so many videos just because I complained. It's like, don't want that down, don't want a windmill. Okay, I want to just roll here. Some more economy would be nice. A bell there would be... No, a bell right there would be good. Bell here. No, bell here. No, bell here. That's a good spot. Bell here, bell here, bell here. So I just paused the comments. I paused comments on videos before, but for a different reason. I paused comments before on videos that were like a year or 2 old that just keep getting annoying comments and the same comments over and over and over again. a good example would be, like my domination videos. I pause the comments on those because, and like a lot of my old territorial videos, just because it's like, the videos have been out for years, and it's just people that don't read other comments are just like reiterating the same things that have already been said, and it's just kind of like, this affects the bell as well, by the way. Another bell over here would be good. And it gets to the point where it's kind of like, I'm tired, because like, the way it works is comments just all go into one place, so I just check the recent comments, it shows everything, and like, so it's not like I can just ignore that one video. It shows me comments based on like what, it doesn't filter by, oh, just show me comments on my new videos. No, it's like, here's all the comments you got in the last, like, you scroll through from newest to oldest, and it doesn't go by latest uploads or anything. It's just like, here, just spam out all the comments you got today. Just go and like, and they're all jumbled together. So I'm seeing comments on this video, and the last video, and a month ago, and 2 years ago, and it's all jumbled together, and it's just like, after getting to, and like, it's the same comments over and over, and it's kind of like, I don't need to hear, oh, wrong map of India for the 1000th time, because that's a comment that gets a lot. Wrong map of India, just here for safety, I guess. You can actually demolish this and get it back in your hand. Get more value out of that. And a bit of this over here for more safety. Bell near them is pretty good value. Actually hits some eco too. And so I paused them just because I just got sick of hearing like, oh, wrong map of India. I'm like, I didn't make the map of India. I didn't make the game. It's just, I played a round of the game. Stop telling me I made the wrong map of India or whatever. And, you know, it's just the same comments over and over and you get tired of it. So I just paused the comments, so I don't have to hear it anymore. And that's what I did with the, I need to wait for this. I really need more units, and 13 recruits for 800 is not bad, and that'll be some strong value for us. I mean, the build's starting to cook. A few more rerolls would be nice to get the monster here. I'm going to save them, though, for like card grabbing, but this will be nice for us right here. Good. Wish I could build on that line, but it's protecting me from you a bit. Sure, windmill. I need this range to be solid. Having that many more guys is going to help me a lot in my economy. You're nasty here, because, you know, every round you're facing a guy build. Ooh, and the time to pause, at least it's pausing you as well. It's giving you time, though, to get more of my tiles over here. But yeah, so I paused the comments, and I think I'm just going to do that from now on my channel in general. Honestly, it's gotten so bad. Like, the problem is I've got a thin skin, just too sensitive, unfortunately. I've tried all the mental hacks I can think of, just there's really not much I can do to, you know, stop, you know, having emotions, but right? There's a difference between negativity and this, like, downright abuse, frankly. I need more guys. The problem is you're just going to kill all my stuff. I mean, I can be making money off this stuff. I need more dudes. I mean, the problem is your build's going crazy. You've got insane range over there. Give me more projectiles. Give me more rerolls. Give me more dudes. Give me maybe a tower close to you. Might help me to, like, destroy your tower. Turn my guys into monks. Sure. Give me more projectiles. I mean, we're clawing it back here, actually. We're clawing it back here. Give me another tower up in your business to destroy your stuff would be nice. More stuff down. Save it for, yeah, but we're going crazy in the economy. We're clawing things back over here. You destroy my building over here. About to destroy a lot more of my buildings, huh? More dudes. Be nice. If I could build somewhere. Observatory for range could be strong. So you end up destroying it. Windmill. Keep you guys away from your stuff. A jump ramp. Whatever, I don't know, I just need to put stuff down. Have a wall to shoot at, I guess. More towers for the boys. Get more stuff over here. Honestly, you're pulling it out over here all of a sudden. But yeah, so basically, me sensitive, me pause comments. Basically, I either have to do one of two things. Either it's like never vent, because I know anytime I vent, people will leave. It's like, oh, just another trolls. It's not that. It's if you vent, they will people get upset, and they'll vent back at you. And some people, a minority of it, they don't just vent. They straight up like berate you and abuse you for daring to, like, complain in a video. I do feel like movement speed would be nice with this current build. Windmill. Warriors actually, that ability. I don't have any warriors. I do need more range. It's kind of okay, actually. I mean, yeah, more dudes. More dudes. If we win here, we win the run. But yeah, so, what I'm gonna do is basically the people who are like get upset about me. I think a bell there would be strong. Get tea house here right now. The people who like do that, like I understand where you're coming from. I've definitely felt the same feelings myself when I watch a content creator who like just talks about something that I find gross or yeah, some people. I enjoy a crew joke as much as the next guy, but there's a few certain types of crew jokes that like even for me are like ugh, gross. I don't make crew jokes on the channel because I'm just paranoid about getting demonetized from this, that, or the other, and it's just easier just to be clean cut, frankly, than to try and like this crew joke's okay, but that one's not, and this swear was okay, and that one's not. It's just easier just to be clean cut than try and like just keep all that sorted in my brain. So I've gone for like the clean cut route on the channel. That's why. It's not from any moral high road, it's just because it's just easier to like, this is safe for everybody, as opposed to like, that's okay, that's not, this is okay, that's not, this okay, that's not, that's okay, that's not, this is okay, that's not. It's just hard to keep track of, frankly. A large house would be nice here. I think rolling for money might be better. Monster is a great situation for us over here. Love that. I want another bell near the castle, but I want it more for, ooh, look at this layout. I want it near the towers in the future, actually. Give me another, spacious house over here. And let's roll. Put a casino down, maybe. That pays off eventually. 2 hits. But yeah, so basically anytime the whole thing like, oh, just don't complain, don't vent, or delete videos or do. That's an excessive amount of self-censorship, because it's not just complaining. Because the people that are upset by it, some of them are like very, you know, it's people that are like, it's people that are more sensitive than me, which is saying something, frankly. It's people that are more sensitive than me that are reacting like that. Here. Maybe there. Jump like these guys back to the front lines a bit. It's people that are more sensitive than me that are leaving these comments, and some of them are just like having a bad day, and the internet is their safe place to like lash out and get their, you know, like somebody had a horrible day, and you know, some people have that turn around and kick the dog mentality, and well, I guess I'm the dog right now, getting the kicks, whatever. Is what it is. But I mean, the solutions are either one, just don't read comments, which I like to read comments. Important, like keep in touch with you guys are thinking and saying. I've got too much, yeah, I got too much free space without. I need my guys more back at home. Saving up for apartment, give me a lot of units. Get the army for prep. The barber helps the Val as well. Give me the barber to move faster, be strong. I'm gonna need my own tower over here to deal with you, I think. The rolls, no. Give me the lighthouse. Okay, now you're pressuring me a lot. This is a good thing to have. Your build's cooking way too fast. You probably started with a nice chest full of gold, didn't you? To get some money going quick, nice quick for you, didn't you, huh? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. We're all pausing on time here. Now, the bright side, we'll see. Look, these guys balled you out already. I can do a windmill here to keep you kind of off my case a little bit. Yeah, I needed a stronger start here. I needed blue, frankly, bothering somebody other than me. Having this earlier been nice. I mean, we're gonna get some good money real quick here, but fortunately, his builds has entered Omega God mode right now, faster than mine. And this is where, like, have I done anything so horribly wrong this round, or are we just like, we're facing a God build, and every round it's God builds. I need to get first place here to get the win, by the way. And they stopped time again, so 2 of them have that clock over there. They destroyed the building. Oh, they got this in my situation. Get over here and kill that thing, please. A bell would be nice here, I guess. I need to roll for something better. I need some towers out. Actually, give my tower some more range is probably... I only have the one, but getting some range would be good. And I can have you out somewhere, if I can get some placements. Maybe here would be nice. I don't think I have enough time to really pull this back. But yeah, CG sensitive, CG pause comments on videos where he like... I might even have like comments turned off at the start, like, okay, I know that I because it's not just complaining. It can be, it's like right now I'm talking about behind the scene things right here, where like I'm not talking about the game, I'm talking about like behind the scenes things. even that, especially for like new viewers, is infuriating to the point where like they'll leave a comment complaining. Complaining would be fine, but sometimes it's just like straight up abuse or whatever. We're starting to pull it back a little bit over here. Just give me a longer round. I think I can win this. I would need a longer round though. Give me a longer round. We win this. Give me a longer round. We win this. Build. More dudes. I mean, more range. We're clawing it back. Just with a bit more time. With a bit more time. With a touch more time. With a touch more time. If we take his thing, the Boljuno will come right back. He'll build it somewhere else. Unless I don't give him any spots to build. Put mine down. If I had more time, we win this round for sure because we were pushing back. We were just pushing back. We would dominate this round. Oh, give me more stuff to destroy their stuff. All right. Yeah, you give me longer. You give me more time, and we just win this round. We'd win it. Just give me another like 2 minutes. We're on the pushback. Second place though. It counts as a fourth place when you're on the red heart. So win or lose, this is the last round. This is actually a pretty good round here. Well, we are using the tower build, and we got a pretty good build here. So do they, because you're facing god builds every round. But you know, I'll take that. It's good to have more of that. Just having more towers, I think, is kind of like the key right now. The economy's clearly fine. Economy's fine. I think I've, like, the things I talked about in this video, I think I've kind of, like... I'm just going to skip the build's fine. I need to save my rolls for in here. I think the patch notes we covered well. I think the whole, like, oh, pause your notes, covered it well, but, like, I have a mild case of OCD, and, like, brain not happy with what was said. Brain want to continue to talk about thing. Going over there. You can use the bells for coming first and move them forward. It's a thought I could have. Just demolish and move them forward. You go here. Okay, so you were the guys got strong tower build, so we'll want towers over here to shoot over. Maybe like here, because the range kind of going crazy in my build right now. Yeah, nice spot for towers right there. Build's going great, by the way. But yeah, we're just gonna delete. Get this. I need a bell out here. I think would be good. Maybe two. Maybe one here. One here. Make sure my economy's going nuts. It's a bit. I mean, putting that down is effectively like. I mean, yeah. Waiting for 300 is not too bad. It's you don't want to put armory. So putting an armory down and have it hit 2 doesn't pay off fast. Put the bell down early is fine. Just, you gotta treat it like a. I'm trying to like mentally think of why did I never go bells like early in the round before? Because I was going for like the armories on top. But you don't do that. You put them down, treat them as like a tea house or something. So it's roughly what they are, a bit better. So in the castle sometimes too. And let this cook, and then a casino maybe here. Could take a while to pay off though is the problem. Almost tempted to like put down some more units. The game happened a bit more. I want to put it down. Just have no dice. There we go. Put it down. That's good. Save for that. But yeah, so basically I'm going to do that on this series, not just on this game, but like other games as well. Because they had the whole like, oh, you can just like delete videos or complain, or it's like, don't complain. That's just like suppressing my personality. That's all that is. It's basically the people who are like, don't complain, don't talk about the back end of YouTube things, don't say this, don't say this. That's just more and more layers of like suppress who you are as a person. That's all that is. That is, you know, because who I am as a person is, this is who I am. Like behind the scenes, like every day I spend at least an hour just thinking about YouTube stuff, channel strategies, plans, thinking about this, and you know, if I'm annoyed by something, I complain. So the people who are saying like, don't say this, don't do that, you know, filter out this, only talk about the game. Those are people that don't even like the real me. They just want me to be like a soulless automaton talking about the game, a robot. They want me a robot and nothing more. I want you here. Maybe that's fine. Bells early here, but that'll work. I need to get some more eco buildings. Monster would be good. More guys out here is good too. That'd be good too. Harp to make this effect last longer would be nice, but this last round here, okay. Ooh, lucky. He's not building us for a change. That's nice. But yeah, like, you want to have moments in a game where, like, it feels like you got lucky. Like here, a moment feels lucky. You don't want to, like when you play a PvP, people don't play a PvP game to always feel unlucky. You're like, oh, I'm facing god builds every round, unlucky, every round, unlucky, every round. Like, this is insane what's happening over there. I need this here yesterday just to like protect my borders a little bit. This is crazy. I need more units on the board now. Apartment's too expensive for me right now. I need something. Spacious house, great. Oh boy, no, then that's it. Let me guess, because you had the chest for the quicker start and I didn't, and that's probably a big factor of things. Game of reach to defend myself, and there's a run over, and that's it. This, like, if I wasn't facing some overpowered god build every single round, and this is why the developer needs to change this whole notion that you only face, you know, I need somewhere to like put this just to defend myself a bit, and this is why developers make it so that people that lost their runs will also get it, because like facing a god build every single round is not fun. It's fun to face them once in a while, but every round, it's not a good time. If you manage to like, it's like you can only win if you get a god build. That's not true in other PvP games. You can have PvP games where you win just because the other player, you got lucky and got into a lobby, right? Everybody sucked. Do need more money here. We'll just have more units on board. Save for the apartments. We don't have time longer. I need more time on this round to do something. The bells were slow coming early. The fact that he destroyed one didn't help my case. The problem is I needed red to pressure over here. I'm getting pressure the wrong direction. I needed pressure here, not here. And then we're gonna lose this one. But yeah, this, and now I feel bad. Like this, my build was incredible. I played well. But between the fact that this guy's the bots, they cheat a bit, they have an unfair advantage, they get the golden chest here at the later rounds, I don't. I'm losing in a way that doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like I deserve to lose, and that's why the developer's making the change, because they understand that, like, if you played really well and had a really strong build, but you lost because the enemy had a god build, that's fine once in a while. Not every single round. It's not okay to lose every single round or every single run because your opponent has a god build. So they're making the right call to fix it. Because this, like, if I wasn't facing this overpowered god build, this could have been a great video. But now it's gonna be a video where people are like, "Oh, this sucked. I complained. Blah blah blah." And you know, if you see the comments turned off or paused, you know why? Because I talked about something other than the game for too long, and people got me in the comments, so we turned them off. Whatever. Sometimes I'll turn them off just expected. Like, yeah, like as a player, I don't want to face this every single round because it forced me to try to beat it every single round, but I can't in the current game because the bots get an unfair advantage. So, and that's that. So, that's that. Yeah, we tried. I think this new patch that they're, you know, this patch right here that they're bringing up, I think this is going to be an excellent improvement to everything. Like how it does like happy victory music even though we lost it. I think it's fine though. That they put happy music in the loss, that's fine, whatever. But yeah, I think that this patch is gonna be a good improvement. This current patch has been abysmal, and I think this new patch will make it so that basically this current patch feels unfun and unfair because you face always god builds, and I mean it's always been like wins only build. But this will make it so you can face normal builds. Because guess what? Most of my runs aren't going to be god builds, so why am I facing god builds every single round? That's not fair. That feels like, you know, the house is stacked in the opponent's favor, they get better luck than us. So that's why they're changing that. That's good change. And yes, we're going to pause comments when, you know, if I dared to complain in the video, or if I felt bad and got sad in the video for a little bit, or annoyed a little bit, or like if I dared to have an emotion other than happiness and positivity, there's a certain group of people that just like hate it and want to like go crazy in the comments about it. And basically they don't want you to be a human being, they don't want you to have emotions, they just want to highlight reel of like the good stuff only, which you can do. You can build channels around just highlights only. The thing about those channels is, one, you don't attract a genuine audience. You attract people that don't even know the real you. They don't even like the real you. That's the problem I've had, is I did that for a long time, and, you know, wins only, TerraTlio, and we built an audience that doesn't even know the real me, doesn't even like the real me. They haven't seen the full range of who I am as a person, because I only showed them the highlights of who I am. And what happens is, you get stuck. you get stuck because that doesn't pivot well to other games. The reason it doesn't pivot well to other games is because people get bored of games faster than you can like master them. You know, if I spend like, oh, I need to play this new game, I want to make videos on it, but I need to become a god at the game and get a god run before I can make a video on it. Well, that's like a good 10, 15, 20 hour investment for a single video, which doesn't work when you play indie games that no matter how good the video is, won't get many views for the most part. It's to be a variety channel, there needs to be a personality component that carries people from, I'm just gonna rant within the video here because who cares, just click off your board, right? There needs to be a personality component that carries people across variety. If you just do like I do god builds and I only talk about the game and only the game, then guess what? People are only going to watch the games that they like, and they won't watch anything else you do on your channel, which is a problem I currently have, because I built my channel around, we just filter out the losses and delete the bad part of my personality from videos and just show the highlights and good stuff, for the most part. You know, like 90% of the videos, 10% of the time I don't, so that's why I'm familiar with how people react when I don't. But, if you want to be a variety channel, which I really do, I don't want to be trapped playing Risk and Territorial IO and OpenFront over and over again for the next 5 years. I want to do other games and other things. You need to insert your personality, and not everybody's going to like your personality. It's a filtering process. And I would have been doing it all along, and like, except for, well, basically, I used, like, when I first started, I did a lot more personality in, but people consistently, just a small minority of viewers just hated my personality, and they really let me know in the comments, but like, just shut up and talk about the game, shut up and talk about the game, and da-da-da. And me being the people pleaser that I am, saw that, and just more and more as I got berated by that, just more and more just kind of quieted down my personality, stopped talking about things, stopped being myself, kind of caving into like the, you know, the abuse basically, because sometimes it just is verbal abuse, sometimes it's just a bit of complaining, sometimes people just really lay into it in a way that like will get them punched in the face in real life. Not that somebody punches people in the face, I'm not a violent person, but like, I know guys that are violent. I've done manual labor for a living, and I've known the type, and yeah, these dudes would have gotten wailed on if they had say that stuff in somebody's face in real life. What happens is I just end up like filtering my personality more and more and more, which is not fun. It doesn't feel good to constantly filter your personality. It's not fun. It's like, and it really feels bad to have done over a long period of time and have built up an audience that doesn't even like the real you, and like you show the real you for a second, you know, you complain a bit. I get how sometimes I complain, it kind of sucks to watch. I've had other videos where I make, and like I'll vent or complain, but I do it in a way that I think is funny. And even then, those comments, people are like, stop complaining, stop that. I'm like, I've had videos, like, I've got two types of videos where I get complaints on. One where like I get it, and like, yeah, that's fair. Watching that back, I also felt like that was kind of too much. But I have, more often not, people complaining, like there might be people that complain about this video. Maybe not, because I'm doing most of the, like the stuff they'll complain about later in the video. They might have clicked off by now. Not everybody watched the whole video. But these people, like these guys, they'll, you know, I've lost my train of thought. Got distracted by the music, frankly. Take off the headphones so I can actually think properly. But basically, I kind of like let myself get bullied into submission by the comments, because like it's not just like you make the video, like complain a bit, goes for, like they'll do it forever. Like if it's a video that just keeps slowly trickling in viewers over time, like a lot of my geography videos do, like you can keep getting berated for the same thing for literally years. I've had videos where like before I paused, the first like 2 or 3 years I didn't even pause comments. And when I did, I was just like, and when I did pause comments, that was a while ago, like a year ago, I just bulk pause comments on a bunch of old videos. I just kept getting views that were like, why am I listening to comments from a video that's 2 years old, and they're just repeating the same things that already, the 5 comments already exist on it saying it. They're just repeating into the noise and the void, because they're not skimming other comments. And just, some people scroll down, don't read a word, not even a pinned comment from the creator, and just put down their thoughts. That's how some people do. Because I even tried putting pinned comments to like cover their points to get them to stop saying it. Nope, they stopped. They just kept doing it. It's because people just don't read. Some people just like type and don't read. That's all it is. Sorry, I have to clear my throat. But, yeah, it's basically, I want to to be a personality-based variety content creator, I need to be able to put my personality out there, including the bits of it that rub on minority viewers in a very unpleasant way, because they're just in the wrong place, frankly, if they don't like that. Like, if you don't like the real me, oh, I don't like that you ramble on and on. I have obsessive-compulsive disorder. I've got a mild case of it, I think. Maybe it's more than mild, depending on who you ask, but I've got a mild case of obsessive-compulsive disorder. If you don't like rambling and ranting and talking in circles, don't watch a guy who has obsessive-compulsive disorder. Like, you're in the wrong place. It's like, if I go to McDonald's, I don't start complaining that they're not serving Subway sandwiches. It's McDonald's. They don't serve Subway sandwiches. They don't, foot-long Subways at McDonald's. I don't go into a mechanic's and a car mechanic and complain that they can't fix my broken arm. Like, you don't go to a guy whose channel, his whole thing is he has OCD, and then complain about him talking in a way that somebody, certain types of OCD people like me talking. Like, if you don't like it, why are you here? If you don't like the real me, why are you here? No, what happens is I don't show the real me enough in my videos. I actually try to suppress it because I don't want to hear the comments. If I had turned off comments on the channel like 2 or 3 years ago, I would just be comfortable talking about whatever, and I'd just ramble, and I wouldn't care, because in my mind, I would assume that people are like going along the journey, like interested in the process, when in reality is a lot of people aren't, and just kind of like ignoring it and watching the game, whatever. Like right now, nobody, like there's like 5% of you are still watching as I'm rambling here at the end of you've all been clicking off more and more as I keep rambling, which is fine. This is more, me rambling at the video here is for me, more so than for you. I'm rambling to get these thoughts out of my head more so than because I have the need to feel heard, which is what I'm saying on the mic, so they're like ending the video. And a few of you will hear it, and I appreciate you. But yeah, it's what I'm gonna do now is I'm not gonna we're just gonna like a video like this. I'll either have the comments turned off from the start if I expect negative feedback from a minority that doesn't like it, or I will just wait, and if I see, okay, the video's been out for 10 minutes, I've already got 3 people leaving comments, this sucks, blah blah blah, okay, just pause the comments or whatever. Because like I said, those comments will keep showing up in my feed for weeks or months, sometimes years in some games. So yeah, that's the thing. And yep, patch is going to fix a lot of things over here. I think the patch is going to be really helpful. So like, you'll still have some matches where you face the God build, but like I said, it won't be like every freaking run. The whole point of the game is like, I want to be the one having fun getting the God build. I don't want to be the guy getting wrecked by the God build every single run, rather. So that's going to be good. And I'm going to start pausing comments or turning off comments on videos where people are kind of nasty. And I do know there are some games that some games are so like you have to hyper focus on the game just to play the game, that not many bad comments really happen, just because I can't. It's hard to put my personality into a game where I'm just hyper focused on the game's so complicated. I really gotta focus this the whole way through. Those games typically don't get a lot of comments complaints apart from play game better, which is fine. The play game better comments, that's just normal. Every channel gets that. That's fine. The talk only about the game, that a lot of channels get that too, but that's not okay to cave into. The whole point is your unique personality. What differentiates me from other One King is Enough channels is the personality. So we'll be pausing, turning off comments on things, and if it turns out to the reason I haven't done it, the reason I didn't turn off comments channel wide years ago is because I'm just worried that if I do that, the algorithm will be stinky, and the channel somehow dies right away or slowly down the line, and it's become some unfixable thing that can't I turned the comments back on, it's too late, the damage is done, channel's dead. That's what the worry has been. But so I'm testing the waters with pausing comments here and there, because I paused those comments in those old geography videos, and some of them are just still getting views. I've got a video that I checked, I paused the comments on a year ago, and it's still getting views. Comments been paused for years and it's still getting views. So apparently, through trial and error, I've learned that yeah, you can just pause the video and the algorithm doesn't care. It'll just pause the comments. It'll keep showing it. It'll keep getting views. I'm not sure how that, for on an individual video basis, that's fine. Now, for a collective video basis, it's hard to say. I don't know if on a collective video basis, if, you know, an entire channel being kind of shut off will work. So that's like a nuclear last resort. Rather, I don't think they'll be needed. But I think it'll just be one of the things where, like, as needed on certain videos, pause the comments, turn them off just to protect myself from the abuse, because I do go and read comments. I do think it's important to get in there and read comments just to keep it, you know, in touch with you guys collectively of like how you're feeling about different games. If you're starting to get bored of a series, because sometimes you go straight up say like, hey man, it's been 2 weeks of this game, I'm getting bored of it. And if I see a lot of those comments popping up, all right, time to end that series, right? But yeah, that's it. Also, the Super Fantasy Kingdom series, I'm not sure about that one. My personal opinion on the game is fun to play. I'm not sure if it's that fun to watch. And the views are kind of reflecting that with like, when it first popped on the channel, people clicked it off curiosity, but the views are dropping pretty quick. So Super Fantasy Kingdom might be short-lived. It might get, it's kind of like 6 episodes. I got 2 more banked up. It might just get those 2 episodes, and then I call it a day and I play it off camera, or maybe I like fire up a stream or do like a long video. And I don't know. I think that might be short-lived on the channel, and I'll be looking to add in, which means they'll get retired soon. We'll add in some other games. Wall World 2 is coming in soon. I've got a couple of games I want to try out. I also been thinking about, do I want the channel to be just like a Let's Play channel where like, yeah, I played, you know, episode 35 of One King is Enough, you know? Or do I want to be like a Let's Try channel, like I just played new games constantly, a bunch of one-offs. I'm leaning towards like a merge of the two, like, you know, try to get you like, I don't know, 7 or 8 new games a month, whatever. I don't know what the number will actually be, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 15, I don't know. And my goal will be to like have about half, maybe half of them hopefully end up being proper Let's Plays of at least 5 or 10 episodes, and the other half will be like, yeah, they get 1, maybe 2 or 3 episodes, and just, you know, one-offs, really short series, and just we'll try a demo, whatever, call it good. And that way we can kind of like have a nice balance of doing the little short series and one-offs to get you guys like, you know, just a nice bit of variety, but also have like your 2 or 3 staple games of the month or the couple months of like, yeah, I want to watch 10, 15, 20 episodes of this game for I'm bored of it. And I think that'll be a nice balance for the channel. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But anyways, it's turning into kind of like an update thing at the end here, and that's about it. I'm done rambling. That's it. Thanks for hanging out, and appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to the next update. I think the next update could be a really big step in the right direction for making the game feel just more fun and more fair. I think that'll be really good. That's it. Thanks for watching. And I've got plenty more videos you can watch too, like this one right here. See you next time.